So for this video, I'm going to be cooking with the random number generator. How it's going to go down is I'm going to have 4 categories. Each category will have ingredients with assigned numbers to them, and the random number generator will randomly pick a number, and whatever ingredient matches with that number is the one that I have to use for the dish. There are only 2 rules for this video. One is the items rolled must be used in some way, and the second one is I'll be able to have access to other pantry ingredients because you can't just make a dish with the items rolled. So as you can see on the left side of the screen, I have all of the different options, and I'm just going to use the Excel cell as the number. And on the right side, I have a random number wheel that will be generating a random number between 2 and 17 for protein, 2 and 18 for vegetable, 2 and 10 for carb, and 2 and 5 for the curveball. I'm just gonna keep going in one take just so no one thinks that this is rigged. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep talking, and this is gonna be for protein. And so we have number 5 for protein. So there we go. Our protein has been selected, and it's crab. All right, it can be either a good or bad thing. So now we're gonna change it from cell 2 to cell 18, and we're gonna spin for vegetable. Vegetable, we have 5 as well. Okay, it's starting to look pretty good. I'm kind of excited. This seems to be pretty easy so far. We're gonna be doing cells 2 to cells 10 now for the carbs, and we're gonna go ahead and spin to get f***ing loud. And now we have 8. We have 8. So that is for quinoa. Interesting. For our curveball section, it's gonna be between cells 2 and cells 5. So yeah, here we go. It's a 25% chance. And we have add a fruit. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what I come up with. It can't be too hard. I mean, I could have gotten something like tuna, beets, pasta, and baby food. I mean, I think using those could have been like more of a challenge, but I think this is pretty easy so far, so I'm pretty excited to see what I can make. Okay, so this isn't really an announcement. This is just me asking for, I guess, more suggestions. I think my list is pretty short, so if there's any ingredients that you think that I should add to the list, just leave them in the comments below. It could be like whole TV dinners or literally just anything. I just think I need more things to work with. So yeah, let me know what you think I should add to the list for next time. So from what I rolled, I selected Fuji apples, tricolored quinoa, jumbo lump crab meat, and also some asparagus. For the quinoa, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to very quickly cook it in some boiling water, and then just put it to the side and let it cool down until I have to use it. For the asparagus, nothing fancy here again. I'm just going to do a quick blanch into boiling water and then drop it into a nice ice bath. The apples I'm just going to cut into little bite-sized pieces. You're going to want to cut them into about like half the size of the asparagus. So for the dish itself, I'm just going to combine half of everything. Half of the crab, half of the apple, and half of the asparagus. And then I'm just going to eyeball some celery seed into it, a little bit of Japanese mayo, and a squeeze of lemon. And then just combined everything together. For the quinoa, I'm going to chop up equal parts parsley and cilantro, and then combine that into the bowl with the quinoa and a squeeze of lemon, and then salt and pepper to taste. For plating, I'm going to put alfalfa sprouts down on the plate first, and then I'm going to form the crab mixture into a cone shape using a funnel. You could also use a martini glass for this. And then I'm just going to place the herb quinoa around it. So there you go, my first RNG dish made, and it honestly doesn't look too bad. So I feel like it wouldn't have been complete if I made this video without tasting the dish. To be honest, it's not that bad. The crab and the apple go really well together, as well as the celery seeds and the lemon. It could have done without the asparagus, but I had to use it, you know? The quinoa is very tasty too. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of quinoa, but this definitely passes. And surprisingly, both of the components of the dish go really well together. It doesn't seem like anything's misplaced. So yeah, that's my first RNG dish. I think it came out pretty okay. None of the ingredients were too out of the ordinary, but I'm thinking about maybe having someone else try the dish in the future instead of just myself. Maybe to give, I guess, a better opinion or a more honest opinion. So yeah, this is actually really fun to do. It kind of reminded me of the show Chopped. I would definitely love to make this into a series or something. It was really, really fun. As always, if you liked the video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and just comment below if you have any other ingredients that I should use.